your value system. Now, before I hand over to the guys, most important thing is this. You see, let me first say this: artists have the license to be artistic. So this is in no way Mr. Phil saying, "Oh, you shouldn't say this in your music. You shouldn't say that in your music. You shouldn't do this in your music." No, that is the artist's job. However, unfortunately, there are impressionable minds out there that we hear things like this music was saying this morning. This music was saying that, look, you were brought to this earth to do one thing: chase money. The only worth you have, if there's nothing, it's even said Jesus Christ told you to come and make money. Any means by any means necessary. That's your only duty on earth. Make money. And it is, and some people will be listening to me like, what is wrong with that? Okay, before I go into what is wrong with that, what are your thoughts? Mr. Paddy, are you ready? What are your thoughts, Mr. Paddy?
Yeah, I mean, I think the guy in question, I think is joking, and I don't think he believes that. I think he just wants to make a name for himself. Even though he was preaching something that can be detrimental to some people's mindset. I think he was just trying to be noticed. And talking about artists having the license to say, I believe we are all artists. Mr. Zari, we agree with me on that as a poet.
Clearly.
I believe we are all artists in our own our own ways. So yes, and we do have the power to, to create, to make words come to life. So and it can be for good or for bad.
Okay.
Now,
let me bring Mr. Clare in. Hold that thought. Let me bring Mr. Clare in. Sorry, Mr. Clare.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing. I don't know where you've been, what kind of music you're listening to, Mr. Phil. For me, I'm a strictly gospel person myself.
Come now.
Hello, Mr. Craig Franklin.
Don't be so puritanical in your old age.
So I'm gonna check that one out. So when it comes to value systems, definitely there's a lot of impressionable minds out there, and the power of the word is something that we cannot never ignore. The world, although we're all physical beings, what we say carries a lot of weight. What we confess into our lives, what we profess,
Absolutely.
So we cannot just be out there doing whatever we want without being ready for the repercussions. Because whether you like it or not, we did a video just on money. I remember a few weeks ago, and
we did series on money, actually,
and we showed what money is all about.
Mm-hmm.
So, to say that is just your mission on earth, I would say I tend to disagree with that. But I haven't seen this video, so I look forward to watching it.
You will. It's actually a good one. It's actually a good one. Rick, people are waiting for you.
I'm still here. Don't worry. I'm just taking everything in and listening.
Well, actually, I did see the video. I saw the video this morning. It was a very short one.
Video? Okay, please carry on. Sorry.
I saw the video, and it was it's very endemic of the culture in can we name the country?
Yes, please feel free.
In Nigeria.
Okay.
So most of the Afrobeats I've been listening to recently, they're all saying the same thing in different pathos. I write, I'm a poet, I'm an artist. So we have to take responsibility for the information that we are pushing out there. I think that what is happening with the artists in Nigeria is they're mirroring the people, they're mirroring the culture instead of creating something aspirational, better to teach. They're actually they're giving the people what they want, not necessarily what they require. So when he's talking about money, 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 so he's feeding them the same crap. He may know better, but then again, I don't see that if it's going to sell records. And so I think it's very important that if you, like a guy like, artist like Bryma for me, he's not part of that. He's very different. He makes you think, you know? So see, if you are a person whose values are based on reasoned choice, the kind of entertainment that you consume is different than, you know what I'm saying? So I think there's a difference. So I won't think the guy, he wasn't joking. He is speaking what he knows, and that record will sell. Because if he's not saying you that the only thing you've come here to do is chase paper, that's a vacuous value. It's a value all the same.
Definitely.
That's it.
And don't get me wrong, I love the beats of the
Yeah,
song.
it's the lyrics.
I bet all of you like, yes, of course.
Yes,
I love the
lyrics,
sound, and I love the creativity.
Oh yes,
but
brilliant.
apart from that, everything else is harmful.
It's the lyrics. The
Definitely.
lyrics is really, really not doing it.
Well,
in my
please, Akiji.
If I can add something, I think basically it's about separating entertainment and education. I basically, when someone talks, are they trying to entertain you or are they trying to educate you? Can you separate it? Then it's all about ego, fantasy, if only wishes, if only pigs could fly, or if only wishes were obstacles. He's trying to, and obviously this guy, it was attention. He needs attention. He's selling to get attention so that people, we can pay him attention. So I basically, and one thing about records is to sell. You're not making a record that won't sell, that will sit on the shelf. You want the record to go out there so people will buy it. So basically, there's an interest, there's an incentive. So why are you going to say it when people get attention? It's all about fantasy and, ego, fantasy, everything all wrapped up in different proportions, to make it to get the attention you require so that basically people can pay. Okay, look at now, we're not talking about him. Why are we talking about him now?
Okay.
Because he wants us to talk about him. So he has to sell the ego and the fantasy.
Wait, Mr. Akindi, let me quickly interject there, please. Excuse me. Now, again, we're not saying that we don't understand that, or we don't agree with that, or he is wrong for looking for attention. We're talking about the masses of impressionable minds. We're not saying he should change his tack.
No, he's influencing though.
Yes, so but what this channel is about is personal development. So while he's shooting his own thing there, we are here saying, okay, people, excellent. That is fantasy. This is reality. Know the difference, and let him shoot what he's shooting. There's nothing wrong with that. But there has to be some voice to say, okay, young man, young woman. I heard some songs talking about to women that all you need to be as a woman, just be fine. Just have the backside. Just have the front. You don't have to develop yourself as a human being at all. Just have the front, just have the back. No wonder they're going to Turkey now, slicing themselves up. Do you understand what I'm saying? And putting so many add-ons to their body.
Objects into their body.
Again, we're not saying I'm not against any artist doing anything because I'm an artist myself. But there's got to be voices in the community as well, saying to people, excellent. That's what he's saying. However, know that this is the reality and these are the healthy value systems